Discover the importance of forgiveness in building peace and how to be a true peacemaker. When we go to the book of Matthew, verse 5-9 tells us, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." So, analyzing what we have just read, we can see that in a world full of conflicts, the divine call for peacemakers arises, those who reflect the peace of God in their lives. The calling to be a peacemaker goes beyond simply avoiding superficial conflict. It means delving deep into the roots of disagreements and actively seeking reconciliation and healing. It is about bringing light where there is darkness, hope where there is despair, and harmony where there is discord. Being a peacemaker is about reflecting the heart of God, which is the essence of true peace and unconditional love. By taking on this role, we become instruments of transformation in a world thirsting for unity and compassion. The story of Abraham and Lot teaches us about the importance of peacemaking in the midst of conflict. When disagreements arose between his shepherds, Abraham made the wise decision to offer Lot the choice of the land of his choice, demonstrating humility and generosity to avoid unnecessary confrontation. This peacemaking act resulted in an amicable resolution, showing that differences can be overcome through dialogue and mutual respect. Likewise, Jesus' calming of the storm on the Sea of Galilee not only demonstrates his power over natural forces, but also symbolizes his ability to bring peace to troubled hearts. By following these biblical and contemporary examples of peacemakers, we are inspired to be agents of change in a world thirsting for reconciliation and harmony. In our daily lives, being a peacemaker requires constantly practicing attitudes that promote peace and harmony around us. An essential way to exercise this role is to choose forgiveness over revenge. Forgiveness does not mean ignoring injustices or accepting evil, but rather freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment and paving the way for healing and reconciliation. By forgiving, we not only free the other person from our emotional prison, but we also free ourselves to live in peace. Furthermore, being a peacemaker involves listening before speaking, seeking to truly understand the other person's point of view, and cultivating empathy in our interactions. The practice of active listening allows us to build bridges of dialogue and mutual understanding, which is essential for resolving conflicts and strengthening relationships. Finally, prayer plays a fundamental role in seeking divine wisdom in situations of conflict. By raising our requests for guidance and peace to the heavens, we acknowledge our dependence on God as the ultimate source of love and wisdom to deal with life's challenges. Thus, by applying these practical principles in our daily lives, we can become true peacemakers who reflect the divine nature of peace. Each act of peacemaking is like a seed planted in fertile soil, which will germinate and grow into fruits of peace and reconciliation. When we are willing to be peacemakers, we are contributing to the construction of a more just, empathetic, and harmonious world. Imagine the impact of a simple gesture of forgiveness in a situation of conflict. The chains of resentment are broken, the barriers of mistrust dissipate, and a new path opens up for the restoration of relationships. This transformation does not occur only in the present, but echoes through generations, inspiring others to follow the example of love and compassion. Each word of peace spoken, each act of kindness performed, each embrace offered are like rays of light in the midst of darkness, illuminating hearts and bringing hope where there was once despair. By promoting peace in our surroundings, we are reflecting the image of God Himself, who is the Prince of Peace. May we be active agents in the construction of a better world, where forgiveness is more powerful than resentment and love overcomes all forms of hatred. Thus, by committing ourselves to the mission of being peacemakers, we are not only fulfilling a divine commandment, but also leaving an eternal legacy of love and reconciliation for future generations. Being a peacemaker goes beyond simply avoiding conflict. It's about being a beacon of hope in the midst of darkness, an agent of transformation in a world thirsting for compassion and empathy. Being a peacemaker means having the courage to face life's storms with serenity, inspiring others to follow the path of peace. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, and every gesture of forgiveness contributes to building a more welcoming and harmonious world. By choosing to be a peacemaker, we are choosing to be instruments of divine love, reflecting the true essence of God in our actions and words. The passage from Matthew 5:9 invites us to reflect on the profound meaning of being a peacemaker. Being a peacemaker is not just about avoiding conflict or seeking reconciliation in specific situations, but it is a calling to live in constant harmony with the principles of peace. Being a peacemaker means cultivating a mindset of harmony and understanding in all areas of life, whether in personal relationships, in the workplace, in the community, or even in the face of adversity. It means having the courage to face challenges with serenity and empathy, always seeking to build bridges where there are divisions and promoting dialogue where there is disagreement. By becoming true peacemakers, we not only reflect the image of the Prince of Peace, but we also become active instruments in the transformation of a world marked by violence and hatred. May we embrace the divine call to be peacemakers with gratitude and humility, bringing the light of peace to all who cross our path. Being a peacemaker goes beyond simply avoiding conflict. It's about being a beacon of hope in the midst of darkness, an agent of transformation in a world thirsting for compassion and empathy. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, and every gesture of forgiveness contributes to building a more welcoming and harmonious world. When we choose to be peacemakers, we are choosing to be instruments of divine love, reflecting the true essence of God in our actions and words. Being a peacemaker means being willing to sacrifice pride for the sake of peace, to reach out even when we are rejected, and to persevere in the search for peaceful solutions even in the face of adversity. It means having the courage to face injustice with gentleness and compassion, inspiring others to follow the example of unconditional love. May we be peacemakers not only in words, but above all, in concrete actions that promote collective well-being and unity among people. Be part of the transformation around you. Share this message and be an agent of peace wherever you are. Imagine a world where forgiveness is the universal language, where the scars of the past are replaced by embraces of reconciliation. To be a peacemaker is to be a herald of this utopian vision, to believe in the transformation that genuine forgiveness can bring. Forgiveness does not erase painful memories, but it frees the heart from bitterness and makes room for healing and new possibilities. When we choose to forgive, we are taking a courageous step toward inner peace and the restoration of relationships. Each act of forgiveness is like a bridge that unites hearts previously separated by hurt, allowing the light of compassion to shine brighter than the shadows of resentment. As we practice forgiveness in our journey as peacemakers, we plant seeds of hope and renewal that will germinate into fruits of love and harmony. May we, therefore, embrace the transformative power of forgiveness and be agents of reconciliation in a world thirsting for healing and unity. Forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts we can give to ourselves and others. When we choose to forgive, we are not denying the pain or injustice we have suffered, but rather choosing to release the weight of resentment we carry in our hearts. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting past offenses, but rather choosing not to allow them to continue to hurt us in the present. It is an act of courage and generosity that frees us from the emotional prison of the past and paves the way for a future of peace and reconciliation. By forgiving, we are acknowledging our shared humanity, our capacity to make mistakes, and to seek redemption. We are saying to the other person, "You are more than your mistakes, just as I am." Forgiveness allows us to look beyond our hurts and see the divine essence present in every human being. When we practice forgiveness, we are planting seeds of healing and transformation in our lives and the lives of those around us. May we, therefore, embrace the liberating power of forgiveness and be instruments of peace and reconciliation wherever we are. As we conclude this reflection on the importance of forgiveness in building peace, we are invited to delve deeper into our being and recognize the need to forgive not only others, but ourselves as well. Forgiveness is an act of self-compassion and acceptance that frees us from the chains of self-criticism and guilt. When we forgive ourselves, we make room for personal growth and a healthier relationship with ourselves and others. Recognizing our flaws and imperfections with compassion makes us more empathetic and tolerant of the imperfections of others. Self-forgiveness is the first step on a journey of self-acceptance and self-love, essential to living in peace with ourselves and the world around us. May we extend the hand of reconciliation not only to those who have offended us, but also to ourselves, nurturing a compassionate heart free from resentment. Be part of the transformation around you. Share this message and be an agent of peace wherever you are. May we respond to the divine call with faith and grace, promoting peace and reflecting God's love in all we do.